What up guys, it's Lexi, and in today's episode of Train Insane Velocidrone, we're gonna learn a little bit about high jumps. I don't know if you have heard about them before, but it's one of those 3D elements that are actually pretty hard, if I may say so. As always, there's a couple of things that I want you to know, so if you are not familiar with anything that's on your screen, be sure to pause this video right now. And since we're done with this quick intro, let's go to the video. Let's start with what a high jump actually is. A high jump is basically an obstacle that lets you go up and then down to another one. And yes, the first one is easy because it's pretty low, but the next one is a little bit higher, even though it has the same distance to the other thing. So I will teach you a couple of ways of doing this. This is one of the ones that are just comfortable, but there's a lot of other things that we can do. Let me start with 3 ways of approaching this obstacle. So first time you see this obstacle, you're probably like, oh, there's another one. Okay, I'm just gonna turn around and it's fine. And it's totally fine to do it this way. If you see that you will hit the other obstacle, there is nonsense to go for it because you may lose a race, you may get your quad destroyed. It's absolutely nonsense to do it this way. So turning around is absolutely okay. And don't feel ashamed of doing that. It's totally awesome. And as you can see, you just spend a lot of time in the air. Now, level 2 is when you actually know that you cannot hit it. So you just start with going around. You know that I'm not gonna hit it, so I'm just gonna turn around here and kind of spend less time doing it because you already know. You don't have to go farther. You kind of save some time in, but you still may be kind of confused with how to go through it. Now, what I want you to learn is to use a little bit more pitch forward to kind of fall down to the next obstacle and maybe turn a little bit just to kind of hit it really smoothly and not lose too much time as in here. Now here the time differences may be a little bit bigger than we usually have, and this has a really big reason because when you do a high jump and you just go through the thing and then you have to turn around, you spend much more time in the air, but also in the intermediate. If you are turning around, you also spend a lot of time in the air. While when you actually get this right movement, you just go through and save a ton of time, which we can see now in the timings. So let's discuss this. If you're above 30 seconds, what you can do is to use less throttle. That's the first thing that's the most important. Once you are going up, don't use too much throttle. You want to stay as close to this obstacle as possible, just to have less road down to hit the other one. What you can also do is to use a little bit pitch. So what I want you to do is to use like 10-15% of pitch just to get your nose of the quad a little bit lower. So you kind of get like this dip to get into the other obstacle, and do it just for a second, or yeah, basically for a second. It doesn't have to be much, just a little movement just for a second and you're gonna get it through. Now, if you are 20 to 30 seconds, it's totally cool, and probably it's just a guess, you are trying to just turn around in the right spot. If you want to turn around a little bit faster, be sure to add a little bit more yaw, so you kind of turn around in one place just to hit this other thing. And also use a little bit of pitch just to dip down into the gate. If you are below 20 seconds, you are already doing a great job, and all I want you to do is to add a little bit more pitch, try to be a little bit smoother with it, and go through the stuff as smooth as possible. Get to the whole jump as close as possible. Just don't hit it, but be really close to it. Like, don't go super up just to go super down. Try to get really close to the whole obstacle. So if the obstacle is like this, what you want to do is like this. You want to barely kind of smooth it out with your drone, like kind of cut the grass in there, but not much. So you just want to do this little movement. And if you feel comfortable, you can start going a little bit faster, add a little bit more throttle, a little bit more pitch, and try to get this timing as low as possible. Now, let me show you how to do it properly without talking. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up to help me make algorithm super happy. Also, leave me a comment down below with any type of requests or things that you would like me to talk about in this series in particular. Maybe there is something that I missed or haven't even thought about. You never know. Don't forget to play it in Nemesis mode, 3 laps to get yourself into the leaderboard that I'm always sharing before the Train Insane Velocidrone gets uploaded every Thursday. That's all I had for you today, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Stay awesome, fam. Bye! My name is Lexi Jensen, and an evil wizard has actually closed me in this YouTube video. Be sure to click a like to release me from this curse.